Welcome back, I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Europa Universalis 3, A.E.I.O.U. So last time we inherited Burgundy and Brittany. Um, so yeah, we're working on that, and it seems like, um, Reformation and all that is happening right now. We keep getting these things about schisms in certain places, and we can either just, like, go, is that so, or like crack down on it, which would increase revolt risk, which is not something we want. So we've just been kind of turning a blind eye. But I think we just had an actual honest to goodness no. Okay, good. Something said something specifically about the teachings of John Calvin. We also got better ships and have upgraded the all of our transports are now flights. Not bad. Um, I'll up our other ships a bit. And we paused on building Fort 3s to build armories just to give us some more financial wiggle room. So let's get an armory in Dijonnois, Buddha. Yeah, a new schism. Alright, is that so? Tension along the Nikelski border. All is as it must be. Oh, we're in the 20s now. Nice. Right, let's take another look at the election. Send Brandenburg another gift. Let's see, they're putting us at 99. They prefer Savoy, though. Okay. Alright, let's send another gift to Cologne. And then how about Mainz? And Saxony. And we'll send one to Trier as well. Oh. Great Britain finally took back the rest of Great Britain. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Spreading Sean Calvin's ideas. Wish I could say something other than is that so to this one. Is like so many other branches of Christianity, Calvinism is just totally way out there and incredibly heretical. Alright, let's get an armory in Bosna, and Bro Rozan, and Bro Grenev, and Bro Winid. Scandal at the court. Another one? No. Why is this king so scandalous? Alright, take the blame and move on. we can build town halls now. I wonder what category that falls under in this one. Alright, well, regardless, let's get an armory in Maine and Vernez. Bulgarian revolt. We'll try to negotiate. There's a revolt in Jura. Alright, let's get an armory in Banat. Revolt in Dijonnois? No, we'll lower taxes, that's okay. A new schism, is that so? Let's get an armory in Beograd and Brodreger. Oh my god, stop it with this. Alright, a new schism, is that so? I love it when there's an event where there are two choices and only one of them has an effect that I can be aware of. And it's a giant, terrible, bad effect, so it's like I have to choose the one that doesn't say anything, but I'm sure it has an even more detrimental effect in the long run. Alright, let's get an armory in Heves. And Zatzmar. But shut up about this. You know which one I'm gonna choose, so you don't even have to ask me. Just do your background annoying shit in the background, annoyingly. Stop spamming me with these messages if you know how I'm gonna answer already. Alright, absentee bishop of Nisava, heresy and greed. Alright, let's get an armory in Nantes and Champagne. Spreading of Calvin's ideas some more. How? How are people capable of rational thought able to accept ideas like that? Why is Korea wasting our time and letting us know about a famine in Far East Asia? We don't even have any ties with Korea. Shut up about the new schisms. Alright, my king, Bulgarian nationalists have risen up in Baden. Okay. Like, I'm sorry, you've already made the game time, like, chronologically larger with an earlier start date and a later end date. Do you need all these interruptions to make the game take even longer than it needs to? Alright, let's get an armory in Bombay and Komarum. Just Turmoil. Use the blazes with them. Agricultural innovation. Hold them up as a model. Let's get an armory in Ersergrum. See, I don't need this. I don't need to waste my time clicking, is that so, when there's no options. I don't need to know that Calvin's ideas are spreading even further when that has no discernible effect, aside from annoying me, the player. See, persecuted Protestant presence. Even though I haven't done anything to persecute them, but sure. You never gave me an option about persecuting people. so we're not persecuting anyone. Yay, expedition success. The expedition to the Barbary Coast has had some success. Pirate base has been burnt down and several ships sunk. The added good news is that we have managed to free a fair number of enslaved Christians. Great. Alright, let's get an armory in Zolnok and Kosovo. There we go. Now there's something. Protestant Reformation. A new protest movement has begun to make waves in Christendom. Like previous movements, this one presents a rational series of much-needed changes to church practice and doctrine to modernize the church, except for denouncing the councils of Nicaea and Chalcedon. See, I could get behind Protestantism if they could get behind not being heretics. Like previous movements, this one presents a rational... Oh no, okay, I read that sentence already. Those previous attempts, however, ended in heresy. John Wycliffe was forced to recant his beliefs, the Lollards were converted by force, and John Huss was burned at the stake. Their crime was in going too far, too quickly, forcing the church into a confrontation that could only have one ending, and then rejecting the church's authority when they were condemned. The church changes slowly because it is carrying centuries of tradition on its shoulders. But is it too slow? This event gives you one last chance to decide whether Austria will remain Catholic or turn away from the church. What do you mean, one last chance? That implies that I've had other chances before, so, which I haven't. Yeah, the Pope's pissed me off quite a bit during this playthrough so far, so, and not just because of the constant messages about new papal elections. No, there's merit in their demands. I don't know why this hurts my relationship with the United Provinces, but I don't care about a relationship with the United Provinces. They're not a legitimate country. Are they? Oh no, they're a kingdom. Oh, okay. Sorry, for some reason with a name like that, I figured they were a republic. Yep, there is merit in their demands. Alright, let's get an armory in Auxerrois and Baden. Oh, revolt in Champagne. Neighbor disrupting the peace. The missionary we sent to Bicagini is complaining that the area is too unstable at the moment. Despite our neutral stance, the war that is currently going on in the neighboring country is having an impact on Bicagini too. Yeah, offer him some help. That's fine. Alright, and he just finished the job. Good. Aristocrats grateful for our favor. We thank them for their gift. A new schism, is that so? Exsurge Domine. The new ideas of the Reformation were anathema to the Church. The Pope reacted quickly by excommunicating the spiritual head of the Reformation, then asked nearby rulers to publicly post the papal bull excommunicating him so that good Catholics would be alert against the threat. Much to his displeasure, some princes refused to do so, giving the Reformation with a foothold in their lands. No, I'm sorry, I'm refusing to comply with the Pope. We're going down this path. Renaissance spreads. Is that so? Alright, let's get an armory in Ducagini and Usora, and then that's it for those. Any other level 1 infrastructure we can build right now? Strem needs a mill. Okay then. Alright, let's go ahead and get dry docks in places that don't have them. Bro Rozan, you get your dry dock. We'll go back to forts after we do the naval infrastructure we can do. Gaining control in Komaron. Right, and a new schism in Bosna. What this? Oh, Hungarian revolt. Let's try to negotiate. Let's get a dry dock in Brogrenev and Browened. And then a dry dock in Parinant and Bonde. Let's get a dry dock in Brojagger. Oh, there's still some more armories to build. Siebenbergen and Lodogoria. Okay, Castile is telling us about the Council of Marbella. Okay, which is the whole counter-reformation thing. Okay, good for them. Alright, let's get an armory in Maramuras and Nisava. I could have sworn I already built one in Nisava. Alright, and Pax. Could have sworn I built the armory in Pax as well. Let's get a shipyard in Brorozan. Slovak revolt, we'll try to negotiate. Absentee bishop of above Turna, okay. Alright, let's get a shipyard in Brogrenev. We found a resource in Trensen. Let's start digging. Shut up. Let's get a shipyard in Browened. And Redinont. And Bendine. Alright, and then a mill in Ercergon. Alright, a shipyard in Brodregar. And then a mill in Kosovo. Oh, this is new. Rise of Calvinism. Some of our population, abiding by the teachings of Jean Calvin, have started to congregate in Bihar. They stopped going to church. They are now forming a new, growing religious minority in our province. Let's see, is that so, or root them out? Well, I mean, Calvinism is a worse corruption of Christianity than Catholicism. So I guess we're rooting them out. Printing press, okay. Reaction to the Reformation. Good Catholics everywhere were horrified at the prospect of heresy in their lands. Not only did this new Protestant faith split the church, it also caused tensions between people that could lead to unrest and war. Some canny princes realized that they could take advantage of the Reformation by supporting these early reformers in their neighbors, forcing them to spend time and effort dealing with with the threat that they could be spreading elsewhere. This policy was Machiavellian, but effective. Let's see. Heresy must be wiped out everywhere, or crush heresy at home, supported abroad. Heresy must be wiped out everywhere. Yet another new schism. Spreading of John Calvin's ideas. Okay. Alright, then let's get a mill in Baden, and Ducagini, and Siebenbergen, and Lodogoria. And then in Nisava. Benign neglect, sure. Just stop. Rise of Calvinism again. Root them out. Right. Let's work on the forts then. Fort 3 in Bosna, Maine, and Niverne. Right, Fort 3 in Dijonnois, and Besançon. Gather the boats. Spread of Protestantism. Protestantism is gathering more and more followers in Auxerrois. Oh no, we'll welcome them. Protestants we're fine with. Calvinists, not so much. Alright, Savoy has been elected again. Let's get a Fort 3 in Auvergne. And a Kalski. And we're gaining control in Beograd. Cool. Root out the Calvinists. Is that so about the schism? Oh, I can build naval equipment manufacturers now. Cool. A hunting accident? No. Sorrow overtakes me. We're never gonna have our stability back up, are we? Oh, we can do it now. Cool. We might as well. I'm tired of this whatchamacallity stuff. We're going to become Lutheran. Alright, let's do superintendents, since that'll lower the national revolt risk. Oh hell no, we are not seeking more religious news. We're already fed up with religious news. Iconoclasm. Dude, we're not the Byzantines in a time of turmoil. Nor are we Muslim. Icons are cool. Dissolution of monasteries. Nope. Add the lands to the crown. Papist influence. The Catholic Church was ruled by a series of popes whose reach was only exceeded by their grasp. He is said to have a secret army, to be a devil worshipper, to have a slavish devotion of millions ready to strike upon his whim. The fact that the Catholic Church tried to intervene in other countries made them all the more believable. It was hard to trust men and women who swore unquestioning loyalty first to the Pope, and only second to their rightful monarch. As a consequence, many countries placed severe restrictions on Catholic organizations in places such as Pressburg. Place restrictions on Catholic organization. Oh, okay. So our monasteries will be gone. Got it. Our family in Moscow have sent us aid in this troubled time. The von Habsburgs stick together. Moscow has a Habsburg ruler? Alright. I was unaware. Dissolution of monasteries. Oh, I'm just gonna have to do this for every place that's got one. Okay, add the lands to the crown. Yeah, we're doing it for everyone. Oh my god, shut up with John Calvin's shit. Alright, we can change a policy slider. I mean, what's the point in having improved tolerance of the true faith when there is no true faith left anymore? Oh, there's so many things to work on. Let's move down towards quality right now. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 Embro Rosan, Embro Grenez, and Galicina. Curious Regio Isius Religio, whose realm his religion, meaning the religion of the ruler dictated the religion of the ruled. The population of Pex converting to the new faith, and they will be a majority soon. Very well. Ah. Ooh, I get negative missionaries right now. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have so many Catholic rebels. Dissolution of monasteries again. To the crown. To the crown. Revolt and mod? No, we can lower taxes, that's fine. Spread of Protestantism, welcome them. Hungarian revolt, try to negotiate. Alright, let's get Fort 2 in Bondi. And a Fort 3 in Broened. Wow. Our stability's all the way negative. Yep, add the lands to the crown. Confiscation of church property. Siege church property in Zagorji. Yes, welcome the Protestants, that's fine. Like, we're gonna persecute them when we've already converted. Alright, Fort 3 in Thurgau. Alright, Fort 3 in Pest and Donishi Krachi. New schism, is that so? Rise of Calvinism, root them out. Austrian Bible. The Vulgate Bible, the official Bible of the Church, was in Latin, inaccessible to most people. Well, then we should teach most people Latin. Worse, it was in faulty Latin. as proved by the recent translation. Early reformers attacked the church by writing translations of the Bible into the vernacular, local tongues. These translations, however, could be tainted by the beliefs of the translator, and most were banned by the church. Some rulers who embraced the Reformation took the step of authorizing a single translation for the country. How about we keep it in all of its original languages and just provide instruction in all of those languages to all the people? So that'd be like, what, some form of Hebrew, Aramaic or whatever, Greek. I think some of the original stuff was Latin too. Just make the entirety of the Austrian people polyglots. No, we'll sponsor an official translation. It can be the King Franz Stephan Bible, that's fine. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Boxka and Bihar. Alright, oh, we converted someone. Great. Out of curiosity. Okay, that did actually convert them to our new true faith. Even though I originally sent a Catholic missionary there, but alright. Alright, and then a Fort 3 in Serbia. Yes, keep dissolving the monasteries. Alright, Fort 3 in Erzurum and Zolnok. Try to negotiate with the Lombards, spread of Protestantism, welcome them. Christian crusade against Austria. Unlike the Caliph, the Christian Pope had little secular power. However, when Christendom was threatened by a powerful enemy, the Pope could call a crusade against them, summoning thousands from across Europe to heed the call and take up arms to defend the Church. My lord, we are now the target of such a crusade. In times past, that meant a real danger, but in this day and age, threats are largely toothless. Yes, they are. Let them come. You can't call a crusade against us. We're fellow Christians. That's not how that works. Just like we never had a crusade against Byzantium, that was just a schism. Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Pressburg. Yes, welcome the Protestants. Alright, we have a new heir, Philip. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, it makes sense that that would hurt my relationship with them. Alright, let's send gifts to Bohemia then. For conversion efforts in Pomorsko. Very good. A new schism. Is that so? Alright, let's get a Fort 3 in Heves, and Trensen, Uzhorod, and Sundgau. Why could he become Defender of the Faith? Let's see, pass Popery Act? What will that do? Yearly missionaries, missionary chance. It'd be enough yearly missionaries that I would actually have missionary gains, so that's good. Dissolution of monasteries. Test Act. Would give me more missionaries, but it would give me less tolerance of heretics. Alright, let's pass the Popery Act. And let's become the Defender of the Faith. Really? Oh. Right, dissolution of monasteries again. I might have to attack the electors. Alright, let's send another gift to Bohemia. Get a couple more forts. I do not. Oh, and I don't have the money anymore for more Fort 2s. Right? I mean, Fort 3s. Oh, I wonder why the Glorious Monuments cost so much less. Well, whatever. In the meantime, we'll build more training fields, I guess. Alright, Lodogoria gets a training field. Alright, add the lands to the crown. Alright. True faith. Until it was supplanted by nationalism in the 19th century, religion was the driving force of the world. Although nation-states formed in this era, the roots of nationalism were usually found in religion. Even a small heresy could spill over into a revolution unless contained and corrected. But worse was to rule over heathens who rejected the true faith entirely. Such infidels were untrustworthy at best, openly treacherous at worst. Glory and honor came to those who could convert such people to the one true faith. Let's see. Religion of secondary importance to the state. Low. Okay. Yeah, but it doesn't say what any of this does. It just says low, moderate, and high. Let's study all religions, great and small, I guess. No idea what the effect of that's gonna be, but whatever. Alright, let's get a training fields in B4. And more dissolution of monasteries. And then that's going to be it for today. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Europa Universalis 3 A.E.I.O.U, and I am some guy you've never heard of.